So I have a confession. Vayikra, Leviticus is my favorite, but Bereshit is right behind it. And so you might ask me, well, what's not your favorite? Well, Ezekiel. Ezekiel's my least favorite. So now you know two secrets. And so what I want to do today is really start with a perspective on this section of Bereshit, starting in chapter 37 and going forward. Sometimes we come to a parsha, we come to a text, and it's teaching us the questions to ask. But sometimes we come to a parsha, and it's teaching us how to answer the same questions. Genesis itself, it has a division in it. There's 10 toldot. There are 10 places where the toldot's mentioned, and it breaks the text into 10 sections. And our section last week, or the week before toldot, starts the last section. So the questions that are raised in the first section with Adam and Eve are finally being addressed here. And so I want to both highlight some of those questions that were being asked and highlight some of the pointings to the resolutions. And the reason why I want to do this is because sometimes the questions are so overwhelming that it feels like there can't be an answer. Sometimes it's so deeply seated in us that we doubt the answers we have. And if in that space we were to doubt the answers that we have, then maybe we don't offer those answers to the world, and maybe the world misses out. Maybe we miss out. So this is important for us, not just from a perspective of reaffirming our faith, but for the salvation of the world. I just want to be very direct about this. This is not a small topic. So let's dive in. And in light of Rabbi Peter's style of having 3 takeaways, I will try to have 3 takeaways. So the first one is when we're thinking about Joseph, he did doubt, but he believed. He waited for the answer. And so I want to say the first point is recognize the kindness of your king. Recognize how he treats you as beloved, even though you're suffering. Joseph had strong reasons to deny this, to doubt this, to wonder about this. So he's sent away. His brothers, he gets sent away, and the brothers sell him into slavery. He's sent by his father to go check on his brothers, and then his brothers sell him into slavery. Did Joseph think that his dad was in on it? Let's just think about this. Abraham sent away Ishmael. And he was blessed. He's blessed, but he sent him away. Isaac and Rebekah sent away Jacob, though he had all the blessings. What would Jacob do? Would Jacob send away Joseph by the hand of the brothers? And just in general, how chosen is Joseph? Does he have the blessings of his father? He had these dreams young on when he saw that his father and his brothers would bow down to him. Was that him being chosen, like Isaac and Ishmael, like Jacob and Esau? So even if he had these blessings, I'm telling you that he had reason to doubt that he got sent away in suffering at the hand of his father. He had reason to think this. And we especially know that he had reason to think this because when he revealed himself to his brothers, the thing that was said right before it was, your father thinks you're dead. And he couldn't take it anymore. And he said, is my father still alive? I'm Joseph. Is he alive? Does he care about me? I think he didn't send me away. He didn't mean to send me away. That was y'all's plan? And he breaks. And he sends all the Egyptians out and says, this is a family moment. I have to know this. I have to know if my family still loves me. If my brothers regret what they did to me. If my father was never involved. I have to know. And it broke him. And so I'm giving you a little cheat sheet here today. The Father loves us. The Father loves us. Sending us from Eden was an act of mercy and love. It was always meant to be a return. Always meant to be a return. Joseph has this gift of dreams. He can have them and he can receive them, he can interpret them, and they mean something. He carries the gift of Torah. He carries the gift of teaching and instructing. And so the second point I want to say is you should expect miracles. Why? Because when Pharaoh is struggling with this dream, he's having this thing, and Joseph gets called up, hey, this guy interpreted this dream for me. And he gets pulled up to Pharaoh, and he gets put on a big stage, and he's interpreting these dreams. He's giving wisdom to Pharaoh. But what's the wisdom that he's offering to Pharaoh? Hey, the next 7 years, you're going to have plenty of grain. How about you store that up for 7 years of famine that come after it? What's the problem with that? When has grain ever lasted 7 years? Wine, I get. I want my wine aged. But grain, I want it fresh. So I need miracles to sustain the grain, to feed the world. That's what I need. So I'm going to play the game. Joseph comes up into Pharaoh. He reads these dreams. He hears it. He says, by the way, you need miracles to survive this. And whoever you find, you need to go find somebody that will take care of this. And what does Pharaoh say? The Spirit of God, the Spirit of understanding lives in him. He says words that sound just like Adam. God breathed into Adam the Spirit of life. And there's a Spirit of God that's in Joseph. And undoing Eden's curse begins afresh. The last thing I'll say, we are saving the world through the wisdom we've been given. Why would I say that? The 10th day, the 10th statement, I'm sorry, not 10th day, the 7th day is a Sabbath. The 10th statement in the Garden of Eden is the holiday Sabbath. What's the theme in this dream sequence? 7, 7, 7, 7. You'll have plenty, and then you'll have nothing. You'll have plenty. Now, go take your manna that you get the first 6 days and then keep it over, and you'll need this miracle to make sure it lasts because it always goes bad the night over. But don't worry, you'll have this miracle on Sabbath. Don't worry, you'll have it. I'm going to provide for you in miraculous ways. Don't you worry. This is God giving you the plenty and God giving you the nothing, because God wants you to be prepared for the Sabbath, to be prepared for the world to come. So Joseph has this preparation for the world to come, and he saves all of Egypt because he knows how to read dreams, and he knows about how to rest. He knows how to work and rest. So what I want to say to you is that this saving of the world happens not because Joseph has this exogenous source of wisdom, but because he's baked and soaked in God. He's soaked in Torah. He sees it, and he says, it's just Sabbath. It's just a longer Sabbath, and we're going to save the world. We're going to save Egypt and my family. And what the world meant for evil, God turns for good. What the brothers meant for evil, God turns for good. What looked like terror, a famine that would last forever, is used to redeem the entire world. So today I want to leave you with the words that ended our reading today. May God make you forget the pain of your afflictions. And may God make you fruitful exactly where you suffered. So wherever you may be, whatever suffering you may feel, especially this time of year, especially with what we've seen recently, whatever you may be feeling, whatever you may be suffering with, may that be the source of the fruitfulness that you bring to the world, and that you redeem all of us together with you. Shabbat shalom.